Hello and welcome to Robot Reacts. I'm Carl. Tonight we're going to be looking at His Dark Materials. Last episode revealed a few things. So we discovered that the Gobblers are actually is it government or ministerium sanctioned organisation who have been abducting children, mainly Egyptian kids by the look of things. A friend Roger's been caught by them and met up with Billy, the Egyptian kid that went missing in the first episode. Lyra found out that Mrs. Coulter's actually in charge of the Gobblers for a reporter at a party, and done the sensible thing and legged it. So that didn't work out too well for her because she got captured. So that's how that episode had ended. We also had a few other interesting points. So yeah, the guy with the snake has been going to Oxford, our Oxford, through some kind of tear in whatever it is, space fabric. And he's been trying to find the missing people who went there that Azrael was talking about in the first episode. And he found out that the head that he brought back didn't belong to the Explorer, so he thinks there's been some sort of cover-up or whatever. Not quite sure. As I said, I've read the books before, but it was a long time ago, so my memory's a bit vague on certain points. So it'll be interesting to see what's happening in this episode, so let's see what's going on. Okay, another thing I really should mention is that you should, if you're in the UK, you can watch this show on BBC, which is what I'm doing. I think worldwide it's a shared production with HBO, or HBO made it and the BBC have had some sort of involvement. So if you're in another country, please watch it on whichever HBO platform you can get hold of. I don't know if that's going to help me stop getting copyright strikes, but it's worth a try, so bear with me. Cheers. They're not doing a very scientific search, are they?
I left Lyra with you. I trusted you to look after her.
She's here. Or you know where she is. Why does scholarship need protecting?
From people like you.
You don't believe original thinking should be protected?
Tell me where she is, or I will destroy all of this.
I kept her safe in this college for 12 years. I gave her to you to look after, and you lost her. You've already done the worst you can possibly do.
Don't test her.
You heard him. Tear everything apart!
Well, it was this van, and then someone driving it, and there was like noises from the back, muffled screaming and that. Obviously, we was like, yeah, we're gonna have to stop it. So we chased it and got lucky.
Tony rescued me, Marcos.
Needs to learn to lie better.
I don't understand.
I was just out with the guys, man.
Don't even think about lying to me, Tony Costa, because you know you're not very good at it.
We got one.
Your father was good to us. He has always respected our way of life. But you are special on your own account.
Why?
Frustrating as it may seem, that's not a question for me to answer. I can't ask you to trust us, Lyra. I can only hope we'll earn your trust. We all want to find the missing children. So, will you stay with us?
Okay. She don't really have much choice at the moment, though, to be honest.
We can't run away from them. You said you'd give them a chance. They know more about the Gobblers than we do. We're more likely to find Roger with them than on our own.
Pan, how do you know we'll be safe here?
Is the voice of reason.
They want to get their children back.
Oh, look at you. You make a fine Egyptian. Much
Or
better.
find Dexy's Midnight Runner.
You'll be Egyptian woman yet.
Is that what I'm gonna be? Egyptian woman?
You'll be whatever you want to be. Your path. That's your choice. I'm glad you're staying, Lyra. You'll be safe as houses here. You'll see.
Don't know why that got me quite emotional. I've just girl power. It's been Will clamped. That's what you get for dodgy parking in Oxford, mate.
When you come of age and your demon settles into its final form, It will reveal what kind of person you really are.
Suppose you don't like the shape. Think your demon settles us.
That would mean you're discontented. Many people would like to have a lion as a demon.
Yep.
And they end up with a poodle.
Yeah, that'll be my luck.
Now, I would not change a hair on Sophonax. Would you like to see the man who took you?
Yes, please. And can I have something sharp?
Colonel John Parry, 49th Commando. Former Marine and explorer, presumed dead around 13 years ago. He was lost in
Moriarty?
Alaska. He was born here.
The Gobblers!
Go, now!
She won't stop until she finds you.
Why? Why am I so important to her? How am I supposed to trust you when no one tells me the truth?
Go on, tell her.
She's your mother, Lyra.
Soldier.
That's what no one is telling you. As a young man, Asriel, your father went exploring all over the north. He was high-spirited, quick to anger. Your ma, she was already married. As soon as they met, they fell in love. As soon as you was born, there was no hiding the Asriel in you. Your father had estates, so he put you in the care of an Egyptian nurse. Your ma was broken with the shame of it all. It's why she's like she is. She was a pariah for years.
You were the Egyptian nurse.
I held you for the whole night.
That made me cry.
I'm frightened too. They took my friend Roger, and I reckon Billy, Roger, they're more frightened. What I know is she'll just keep on taking your children. Fighting back is the only way.
You tell them, little girl.
Gobblers!
I am the Western King, and I'm asking you to ready yourselves to travel north. Ready yourselves to fight, and ready yourselves to bring our children home.
That's a creepy monkey. Shots! Feeling lucky, punk. She knows Kung Fu. Is that monkey free?
There's no way out of here. So this is just you and me.
I betray my family for no one.
Bye. Oh. Bird turned to dust. So he did the right thing.
Father Corin was very clear. Takes years of learning in books.
It's the only way I can help Han. An hourglass
Oh, is that what it is?
with a skull on top of it. So that means I made it work. The Demeter. They told me Benjamin's dead.
What are you talking about? A spy fly.
Spy fly.
What worries me is the one that's got away.
Right now, it will be on its way to Mrs. Coulter. To tell her it has seen you. We go north. Now.
There's so many. So many. It's got Billy on it. Looks like it's got every child they've ever took on it. We've got to help them, John.
Oh, this episode's really getting
We've
to
got
me.
to. Billy's on it.
Where's Benjamin?
Was Benjamin his son?
With the witches on our side and Lyra,
You really think she's that important?
she can read the lithiometer without the books.
She can do what?
Oh.
How?
I don't know how she does it, but if she can continue to do it, she will be more valuable to us than any soldier we have. They trust you, John. They will follow you. It's your strength they need, and for what it's worth, I believe we will get our children back.
Load up the ship. We travel to the port. Tell the captain, set a course for Trollesund.
The North is going to test us all, you know that. We're going to find out what they're doing to the children. And why they've been doing it.
I'm ready to fight.
You're a remarkable girl, Lyra Belacqua. I don't think the North knows what's coming.
Egyptians are here. What do they want? And
All
Magisterium?
taken care of. You still have a card to play.
You've got mail.
Spy fly. Are you out of your mind?
I found her.
So, episode 3. Yeah, that one really got to me. Any of the scenes with Lyra and Mar Costa choked me up. I don't know why. That one really hit me emotionally. I don't know, especially the scenes between Mar Costa and Lyra. I think it was a kind of the motherly bond thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker for anything that hurts children or animals, so you got a double whammy with demons and stuff. But yeah, no, I found myself getting really choked up over that one, so it was really hitting me in the feels. So yeah, great episode. I feel sorry for what's his name, the Egyptian guy who got killed, but he went out like a boss, didn't betray anyone, and went and he literally shafted her. Lift shaft, boom. Sorry, bad jokes. I've got to make up for the emotional feels by laughing at it. So yeah, a few more answers, a few more questions as always. I quite like the reaction the monkey had to the demon dying and turning into dust, and it was sort of reaching up to it and touching it. I thought that was quite interesting. One of the questions I do have is, I don't think she's ever called her monkey by a name, and the monkey's never spoken to her, so I don't know if the monkey can speak. Everyone else's demons seems to. Or well, I don't know actually, thinking about it. Yeah, no, because other demons have spoken, so yeah, maybe it's just some people don't communicate with their monkeys on that level. So yeah, really interesting. Trying to think of what else it threw up. Again, oh yeah, that was it. The guy went to Oxford and he found out that the explorer that he's looking for is actually from our Earth, and was an ex-Marine Special Forces, whatever he was. So it appears that he crossed over into their world rather than crossing over into our world. And then that throws up the question of how comes he's got a demon, if he's got a demon, or perhaps he's just got a pet bird. Who knows? We'll find out more in the next episode. Anything else there that really answered some questions? No, we found out that Mrs. Coulter was her mother, which I think it was pretty obvious from the last episode that would be the case, just from the way she was talking about Lord Asriel as the father and how he was a failure and stuff like that. And I think, yeah, that's the sound of a Peter X. We didn't see anything about Roger this episode, nothing about Lord Asriel, so we don't know what they're up to. But I think with Roger we know where he's heading. He's heading up to the station, and the Egyptians will get there eventually. They did mention meeting the witches, so that will be good to see how... I'm trying to remember. See, it's the problem, my memories of this are blurred with the book that I read a long time ago and The Golden Compass, which I probably saw more recently, but again, probably not for a good few years now. So in a way that's good, because I'm not going, oh yeah, this is going to happen next and that's going to happen. So it's still keeping me on my toes a bit, so at least then I can react to the show as a reaction rather than a dissection, shall we say. So anyway, really enjoying the show. Looking forward to the next episode. Hopefully it will be a bit earlier next week. I'll have to check my schedule because I'm working some strange shifts at the moment. But yes, great show. Keep it up and keep watching Designed by Robots.